What is up, everybody? All right, so people are busy as hell today. Nobody's on the training. Whatever, it's cool because I'm still going to do it. All right, today I wanted to go over comping. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to pull up PropStream. I personally use PropStream, but whatever comping software you want or have access to, I'm cool with it. All right, so here's PropStream. Here's what it looks like. All right. I'm going to go ahead and log in here and I'm going to pick a random, you know what? I'm going to pick one I have under contract currently. All right. Let's see. Okay, here's a good one. Oh, this one is in Fresno, California. All right, cool. So what I want you to do first, you get an address, right? You're on the phone with the seller. And let me pull up uh, Zoom here too, so I don't leave anybody on the waiting room if somebody is coming in. Courtney, what is up? We might be one-on-one today. People are busy, so I'm recording training regardless.
Okay.
How are you?
Good. You?
Good. Yeah,
Good.
I post these regardless. Well, since it's me and you right now, I'm gonna
Awesome.
kind of go over what we've and scroll to the bottom of the group and like go through the posts and like all the training. And we've been
Yeah.
going through like scripting, not these la scripts, but like actual like
Yeah.
scripts to talk to actual sellers. Being contracts, the contract templates are in here, just like easy contracts, nothing too crazy. And
Okay.
today I'm doing comping. People are having some trouble with comping. They're still having trouble with some contract. We have one member that has a really good deal and is having a little trouble with the contract. So I was going to go over that.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm doing comping. So stop me at any time if you have any random questions too.
Okay. How are you comping?
Cool. So I'm gonna share my screen. I like to use and butt in at any time. Like I don't know what I use PropStream. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I am. I
Okay.
don't have it. Use MLS for everything, but of course, I want to get into doing things outside of the area, like I know you do. Scares me, but because it just makes me think of I don't know people there. I don't have people there, but I'm sure I'll learn that.
Yeah. So I have a calculator too. Download in the group. I've made it super easy. I'm gonna go through everything here. But the
Okay.
reason I like PropStream or and I'm a big proponent of not going out and just buying all sorts of random crap.
Me
You know,
too.
right? So like whatever works for you. There is one person that really likes RPR. Whatever. Doesn't matter, realtor app. Just
Oh,
like
I forgot about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
RPR is an awesome comp.
I thought you used that at one
I,
point.
I did at one point, but I like some functionality of PropStream better because when I
Okay.
go to dispo property, it's easier for me
Okay.
personally. But I know whizzes at RPR, and they're just good at it. So it's whatever you're
Well,
comfortable.
it's free, so I will become a whiz at it.
It's free. That's what I'm saying. So like you don't have to have anything. There was somebody I was doing a contract with in here the other day. They didn't have anything. So we went to the tax roll, the CAD. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's there.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
for comfort.
Don't
Here,
mind me. I'm going to be doing this the whole time.
you're good. I gotta make sure I watch the waiting room too. People come in late. I don't let them in half the time on accident. I get to talking. So this one, we just got under contract, so I'm gonna use it in Fresno, California. I run Facebook ads. It cost me about 11 bucks a lead. I'll even show you the ad real quick. Nothing
Okay.
fancy. And I wish somebody would have showed me this stuff when I started because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in leads. Not necessary, in my opinion. Here's the ad that I run.
I need to
Are
get
you
good.
behind on your mortgage and you want to sell your house fast? You've thought about going the realtor route. You're like, man, I just do not want to sit on the market forever. I need the cash. I want out of this situation. That's what I do. If you want a cash offer for your home, and I'm not going to BS you, it is going to be lower than what you can get on the market. It is not going to be a retail price, but I'm going to be fair because I'm in the business to make money and I like helping people. So if we can make a fair offer, meet in the middle, make this thing happen today. That's my goal. If you want a fair, fast cash offer for your home, no BS, I want to talk to you. Reach out to me today, fill out the form that comes up next, click the link, and we'll be talking soon. So my meal prep is beside me. Like literally the reason I made this ad is I was just frustrated with like paying so much for leads that like I just didn't like it. So I made a Facebook ad. I tried it out. It's been running for a little while now. My metrics are $11 a lead. I love it. Right? I spend $60 a day and I get several fresh leads a day from that. My
Okay.
other sources, I use Speed to Lead. I'm on the discount plan. Like I spend 100 something a month and I spend $29 a lead. I used to spend $300 to $500 a lead for PPL
Okay.
because I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Now, discount leads, people are like, well, they're not exclusive. There is no exclusive leads. You know that. Everybody's already talked to all these people.
Yeah. I get those texts all the time.
Yeah. So those are my two lead sources. This came from Facebook. I have a VA closer. I've had a whole call center, but I just didn't need that many to do what I want to do. So I have like one VA closer. He's really good. It's like $5 an hour, and I pay him $300 every time he closes something. So it's pretty
Yeah.
American. I had an American team, and I was paying them like a lot of money. Anyway, it just
I've
went.
looked into that. I had this company from, Philippines. You've probably heard of them. I can't remember. I think it's called Virtually
Oh,
PA. They were really inexpensive, in my opinion. I just didn't feel like I was ready to do that without having everything kind of in order, you
you gotta
know?
be careful though with Philippine closers because I have Philippine admin. I have a whole virtual, like
Yeah.
look at my, I'm gonna show you. I'll let you, like you take a peek at everything I do. So these are the deals we got right now. The yellow means they're assigned or sold. But this is kind of how I run my stuff. And I'm gonna give you a little preface. Everybody's different. Some people want a big office, they like the fancy whatever. I'm like
Mm-mm.
complete opposite. Like I
Yeah.
want minimal, best return, like I like sitting
Yeah.
in my office and not talking to people, right? So I run a virtual office in Teams. And here's my team. Like right now, we have a lot of rentals too, but I have a Philippine assistant and he's, working on some rental stuff. I have my closer. I got on his ass a little bit earlier about dialing an email and text. I've got a girl that fills the rentals, and then I've got a TC. She's American, and an accounting admin. So, anyways, I run all my stuff with VAs. That's just me personally. We even have our deal board that everybody kind of lives by, and we know what we're doing here. Whenever we assign it or sell it, it turns yellow. Pink means there's title issues, and we're working on it. So, like the white ones, we either gotta find a buyer, buy them, and resell them, which this one is a wholesale. We're buying this and reselling it on January 4th. I mean, I'm getting it for, well, I get an amendment out 175 and I'm selling it for, I'll probably sell it for 250 all day without doing anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I like to show people. But anyway, I don't like doing heavy flips anymore or even mid flips or low. Really, I just do wholesales if I buy stuff. But here's this problem because people are having tons of trouble comping. My VA locked this up. He locked it up for, let's see what he locked it up for. 65,000. So whenever I go to first, let me show you this, what I like to do before I do any of that.
And this is in PropStream.
This is in PropStream, but before I do any of that, I like to look at a street view, which I don't know
And
if we're
how did you get this lead from your ad?
Yeah, from my ad. So, okay, we can't really get a street view because but we can't get a street view because it's a complex. That's the only thing. Most of the time when there's a house, you get a street view. But like the first thing I teach my closer is I'm gonna pull up street view and see if there's anything crazy nearby. Obviously it's a mobile home community, so it's just a little different. This came from Facebook ad, $11 lead. All right. He got it for 60. Before I show you, well, I'll show you the comps and I'll show you how he got to that number. All right, so this is a good sign. This isn't always going to happen, as you know, have all these awesome comps. But, it shows all the mobile homes in the community and the next community that are selling. Well, this one's at 105 West Herndon Avenue, 77. Well, its neighbor at 64 just sold for 160. Well, with mobile homes, the year really matters.
Right.
Yeah, so I really I don't take any, if comps are over 60 days on the market, I start discounting them. Like,
Okay.
that's just me because I don't want to be sitting out there 60 days on the market with anything. So that's a big thing to me. And I'm like, well, damn, this sold for 163. It's its neighbor for 50 in 54 days, but it's got two extra bedrooms, but it's the same square footage. So we can still make that work. Same year, pretty much. I'm like, damn, this is a really good comp.
So those are a lot older than I was expecting to see. What is your rule on that? And I'm just taking advantage of being the only person here. So
Do it. Yeah.
um I thought like the rule of thumb is like 95 and up or even like 2000. Am I close?
Normally, you're right, but this is California, so
Okay.
different markets are going to bear different things. I was also surprised when I saw, because he just locked it up, and I was like, "What the hell are you locking up a 1970s mobile home for 65,000?" And I
Yeah.
looked, the first piece, like, "Look, boss," like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Okay.
So typically, yeah, if you told me that without me seeing these comps, I'd be like, "You're crazy."
Okay. I got you.
But it is what it is. I
Okay.
just usually use data. But yeah, if anybody told me that, I wouldn't even give them the time of day. I'd be
Right.
like, 1970 mobile homes free.
Right. Right.
And then
Okay.
here's another one. It sold for 120. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look at this stuff, which I think we already pulled it here. Only bad thing about prop as opposed to like batch is batch you could like pull up this stuff without having to search it. But here's ours, looks pretty clean, old. All right. And then let's look to see what this one looks like. Fully rehab, right? Somebody
Right.
fully rehabbed this thing. They did it up. Okay. That's ARV to me.
Right.
That is ARV, but I'm gonna look at some more data just to be safe, which, I thought this was interesting. This is a 2002 and it sold for 127.
Right. It must be a dump
Right.
on
So
the
I was like,
inside.
well, let me look at this thing.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is it must not be rehabbed.
Right? It looks good.
Weird.
Yeah, it looks good. But so what I did at this point, I just stopped. I was like, okay, I'm confused. So
Right.
what I did is I called this agent right here,
Yeah. I
right?
would do the same thing. Yep.
Just, looked it up. And just for sake of us being on this, if anybody's like, well, how'd you get their number? I literally did this.
It's not hard to find.
There they are. Cell phone. I called him and he didn't answer. So I sent him text and I said, "Hey Freddie, saw you sold whatever property. Looks like a nice flip. Does your flipper want the one next door or behind it?" He
Right.
texts me, "Hell yeah, I'll call you shortly." Right? All right. So they're walking it tomorrow. Easy, easy deal. Right?
Yeah.
I told them where I wanted to be. Now here's and don't get me wrong, I like doing a lot of comps and stuff, but like I'm pretty biased on the next door property flip same year that sold for.
Right. Well, so did you get a backstory? Is that an outlier? Why the 127 for the?
This guy sells all the mobile homes in that community. This person didn't use this guy.
Got you.
This guy said, if you come across any, I got you.
Okay.
So he's just like one of those lucrative mobile home sale. He knows his crap
Right.
over there. Pretty much is the story he didn't tell me that, but I could tell by talking to him. The dude knew his stuff. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like we'll do some business.